Hi, this is Adam Anderson. I'm Director of Global Marketing for Expedia, and I'm here with Nick Vivion, who's the Editorial Director of Tnooz. Nick, good to see you again.
How are you doing? Thanks for having me.
Yeah, it's really good to have you here. We're here at the Expedia Partner Conference, and we're going to talk a little bit about hospitality industry trends. So Nick, to start us off, when we think about this year and the trends happening right now in North America, what are some of the things that come to mind for you?
Well, it's a very complicated landscape right now. I think with things like cryptocurrency, the blockchain, channel proliferation, and then also the limited attention spans that we have with consumers.
Sure.
It's a very complicated landscape, and it makes it really interesting and kind of also stressful, I think, when you're deciding where to put your resources.
Right.
And I think that's actually an opportunity for those who do things better, who are able to experiment and able to actually try new things and go and get out there and learn more about their consumers.
Yeah, absolutely, and it's an opportunity and a challenge for these guys, I can imagine. And how should they approach this?
Well, I always say, run away or get another job. That was always as a restaurant guy, that was always like, let's do something else. No, the reality is you just have to go for it, and you have to really make sure that you understand your segments and know who you're targeting, and maybe actually talk to your customer and just play, have those experiments, and really start to understand what's working, what's not, and don't be afraid to try something new. I know it's much easier for all of us just to do the same thing over and over because it's easier. It's not that we're lazy, it's just it's easier. It's very stressful to do experiments, but I would say don't be afraid to get out there and try those new channels.
Sure, makes sense. And we're at the close of the year right now, 2017. We look forward to 2018. What are some of the trends that the hoteliers should be thinking about?
I've been thinking a lot about this, the messaging apps and kind of the way that the commercial aspect is starting to be developed, especially on the collaboration front. There's a lot of brands that are basically making it so you come into a messaging app as a group and you can discuss outcomes, things you want to do and make suggestions. There's a little machine learning that's coming in there on Facebook's side or these other platforms where they're kind of making suggestions. So I think hotels should consider also how they can get in on these conversations, whether on the group side or even on the inspiration side. If someone has made an interest in coming to Las Vegas, how can you make a suggestion within that flow to help them collaborate on that trip? I think that's pretty exciting.
Great, yeah, it makes a lot of sense too. And as you think about the future, there's going to be some opportunities, there's going to be some challenges. What are some of the things that come to mind for you?
Convergence is a big one. I say convergence rather than consolidation because consolidation kind of assumes that it's just like just getting a bunch of stuff together.
Right.
But I see this idea that everyone's kind of doing everything. I liken it to the Pizza Hut having a sandwich, and then you have Domino's also having a sandwich. So ultimately, everyone has to kind of decide which brand they're with. We're more like brand people rather than product people, and so that's an opportunity for brands. But it's also kind of it's very stressful too. I think on the vendor side of things, for hotels, it could actually be wonderful because you can find one or two partners that deliver what you need, and you're really loyal to those particular vendors. And I think that convergence is going to make it a bit easier actually to run a hotel as things get more complicated. So you have to simplify. You kind of got to balance it out a little bit.
Makes a lot of sense. Well, thanks a lot, Nick. Always
Absolutely.
great talking with you.
Thanks for having me.
And thanks for watching. Appreciate your partnership.